Everybody needs inspiration. Everybody needs a song, beautiful melody. When the night's so long, 'cause there is no guarantee that this life is easy. When my world is falling apart and there's no light to break up the dark, that's when I look at you. When the waves are flooding the shore and I can't find my way home anymore, that's when I look at you. When I look at you, I see forgiveness. I see the truth. You love me for who I am. Like the stars hold the moon, right there where they belong. And I know I'm not alone. Yeah, when my world is falling apart and there's no light to break up the dark, that's when I look at you. When the waves are flooding the shore and I can't find my way home anymore, that's when I look at you. You appear just like a dream to me, just like kaleidoscope colors that cover me. All I need, every breath that I breathe. Don't you know you're beautiful? When my world is falling apart and there's no light to break out the dark, that's when I look at you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Appear just like a dream to me.
Thank you again, Loanise, for that wonderful performance. I think we have some questions prepared.
Cool, let's go.
All right, so how long have you been singing?
I've been singing basically my entire life. I grew up going to church on the weekends, so it was always like singing with either the other kids or just taking my own special parts, and just grew up with a family who really loved music in general, so even if I wasn't in church, I was singing at home and just learning from that.
Right, so despite all that experience, do you still get stage fright?
The stage fright never really goes away. I mean, I've been doing it since like I was very young, and even now I still get nervous. Southern Idol, I was very nervous, but you just have to get through it. You get used to it.
Right, right. So how did you get into singing then?
Got into singing because my parents really put me up to it in the beginning. You know, you're a kid, you don't really know what you want to do. So I grew up like just taking little parts and participating where I could, and eventually it grew into something I really loved to do. Going to middle school, started taking chorus, and just, you know, picking up music wherever I could, interacting with my family, participating more in church, and now it's just a hobby, and I love doing it, I love singing, and now I'm trying to learn piano.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, do you have any inspirations for singing, or maybe, whether it's musicians or songs, what do you pull inspiration from, I suppose?
In terms of musicians and songs, I really grew up watching a lot of singing competitions like The Voice. So I would say a lot of inspiration came from that, just picking up different songs and covers and artists. I loved getting a different variety, different genres. I never had a particular favorite, but also my family in general, as I said before, they're very musical. And I just was very inspired by my mom who does sing a lot, and my younger sister who plays a lot of instruments, and a bunch of cousins and family who all have music in their lives. So yeah.
Wow, and you were just recently the winner of Southern Idol, and they were there to see you. How did it feel to just be there and to win?
Well, being there was very fun. It was an interesting experience. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like going into it because I hadn't had too much experience with Southern Idol previously, but having my family to support me was really a big deal for me, to have everyone there and friends too. So it was really fun that they got to see me up there because they don't really see me perform on this type of stage very often, and they're always pushing me to go take opportunities, so I think they're very excited to see me out there.
I'm sure. Do you have any advice for people who want to do what you do?
If people want to sing or even just do talent shows, go on stage, it's just a matter of doing it, in the sense that a lot of people think you're just born with a certain talent and that it's too late to learn. But in reality, singing has been something I've been doing for years, and I grew up with that. And just like any skill or talent, it takes practice, and it just takes the means to do it. It doesn't happen in a day, and it's not always fun. It's sometimes frustrating, but you learn a lot as you grow. And if you want to pursue those talents, skills, dreams, then you just have to, go after it and practice.
All right. Thank you, Loanise, for that wonderful performance. Now to kick off our Thanksgiving-themed episode, let's go to Sarah on the street.
Hey guys, it's Sarah on the street, and today we're going to be talking about crazy Thanksgiving and Black Friday stories. Let's go.
Okay, my craziest Thanksgiving story was when I accidentally broke the table before Thanksgiving dinner. We had a bunch of family members in my house because we were hosting. All the food was at a table, not on the kitchen table, and everyone was just going around the island, getting food. And I was, going back to my seat, having a plate full of food. I drop my plate, my hand goes in the steaming hot potatoes, and it breaks the glass of the table.
My birthday and Thanksgiving landed on the same day. Me and my cousin were playing on our grandmother's treadmill, and I thought it would be cool to jump on with my cousin. When that happened, I got slammed right into the wall. Between the wall and the treadmill, my foot got caught, and the treadmill scraped off layers of skin, and I spent Thanksgiving and my birthday in the emergency room.
So this happened on a year when Hanukkah was on the same day as Thanksgiving. So my parents decided to wrap my present and my Safta, my grandma's present, in the same colored wrapping paper, and they were about the same size. And I was really looking forward to opening my present that day. I asked if I could open mine up early, so my parents went and got it from the car, or at least they thought it was my present, but it was actually my Safta's present. And I opened it up, and it was one of those dust buster things for cleaning floors. I was very upset about that gift, but...
So I have two Thanksgiving stories. The first one happened to my older brother when he was little, and he was missing his two front teeth. So when he would say words, especially with F's in them, they wouldn't come out right. So when he asked for a fork, it sounded like the F word, so he kept saying, I need a.
So last Black Friday, me and my cousin decided to go to Best Buy. We get to the Switch section, and I see one Nintendo Switch left. So I run over to it, and I grab it, and right as I pick it up, I see this little kid, probably 8 or 9 maybe, and he's looking at me with the little kid puppy dog eyes, and I knew he was going for a Switch, and he was just are there any more Switches left? And I was nope, and then I started walking away.
One time my dad was hanging out laundry on Thanksgiving because he's too cheap to use the dryer sometimes. It has to get blisteringly cold for him to actually turn the dryer on. So anyways, I go in to bring in my laundry and my clothes are just frozen. And there's one of my shirts. It's just like this. It's just frozen. This picture of my dad holding up a shirt.
My dad, he has two younger brothers. And when he was about 6 years old, one of his younger brothers had just been born, and my grandmother was like really, really proud of it. So Thanksgiving comes, and my grandmother, she had on the table like all the Thanksgiving food set out, and then in the middle of the table she had my uncle as a baby. So baby boy, not wearing any clothing, not wearing any diapers. A bit of a fountain occurred. So she had to remake all the food.
We have Thanksgiving in New Hampshire every year, and so we can go sledding because it's snowy, and we go down this big hill, and at the bottom of the hill there's a creek that's like 10 feet deep but only like yay wide. So when I went down on my little sled, I got stuck teetering on both sides, and I was yelling up to my siblings to come and save me, but they thought I was lazy and I didn't want to like walk back up the hill and that I was lying. So they went inside and left me out there for like hours, and I was just sitting on the sled like hoping not to fall in.
And then I heard him later on when we were done like shopping, I heard him like talking to a store employee like, do you have any other switches? And they were like, no, we're all sold out, kid. And then he just starts crying.
And then there's that Thanksgiving when Grandpa started talking about Donald Trump. But that's a story for another day.
I'm now joined by my co-host, Gary Robinson Jr., for this very thankful episode of Owl That. So, Gary, what did you think of Sarah on the Street?
Hi, Will, and thank you for having me. But listen, man, with my family, if somebody broke a table, it'd be some furniture moving. I know that for sure. And I got a lot of stories. Like one time my cousin, he came in the house, my grandmother was like, please do not drop the potato salad. And he was like, oh, I got it. The first thing he does right after that, drop the potato salad all over the ground. And we didn't find out till recently that the potato salad still went back into that bowl and we still ate it. And it was the best potato salad I ever had. So I don't know.
No problem there. I mean, 5-second rule can apply to any time, I guess.
I guess so. Apply with my grandmother. I know that.
I've never had a story like that. I don't know. We don't have Thanksgiving very frequently. We're the takeout family.
Oh, takeout family? What shall we have? Chinese food?
Chinese food. We had Indian one time. I mean, we go stingy.
Oh, you're stingy? Are you cheap with it? All right.
Yeah. We
heard
don't
you.
go too- Yeah.
But this week we decided to review Thanksgiving, Thankskilling, a film that celebrates an interesting feature of Thanksgiving. Killer turkeys, regular stuff. Let's see what our members had to say.
Hello, my name is Jonathan.
Mike.
I'm Will.
And we just watched a Thanksgiving-themed movie called Thankskilling. Let's talk about it. What did you think of the plot?
I thought it was pretty solid. I thought it had some good writing in it. I could visualize the script as the whole thing was going along. It was very Scorsese-esque. I liked it a lot.
What did you think of it, Michael?
How about the plot?
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Just be honest. You can roast this movie if you want.
Why would you, though?
It was... Well, Michael didn't like it.
I mean, it went right to the point.
You were complaining the whole way through, like, you wanted the characters to die.
Well, yeah, I wanted everyone to die.
The script is really funny. I liked the scene where the cop is with his wife, and the wife hands him a coffee. And he's like, "Man, this coffee tastes like." And what do? Take a dump in it? And she's like, "As a matter of fact, I sure did," and just gives him this coffee with poop in it.
I want a divorce.
All right, Dan.
I thought it was hilarious because of how just random and stupid it was.
Yeah, I thought it was a very eloquent movie. I thought it was... A lot of the dialogue was very well written. I don't remember it very much because I watched it on your laptop from across the room over there, kind of in the middle of doing other things, but I kind of looked at it a couple of times. It was pretty tight.
I like Turkey's one-liners.
Thanks, Daddy. I'd die if it wasn't for you.
More like, you will die if it was for me.
Yeah, I thought the voice actor for the turkey was very well casted. He sounded like a 30-year-old man that's already reached a midlife crisis, so that was really cool to see.
How old are you? 510 years old.
My favorite part of the movie, the Billy song, So one of the characters, Billy, dies, and then the movie just pauses to create this like eulogy for him. It's like a song about Billy, and it's just so cringy and so stupid that it's hilarious. You can't make this stuff up. This is a crazy movie. I'd use the word insane, but we can't say that on SCSUTV. Oops, I just did. I don't know how somebody could come up with this concept.
I mean, a genius would have to do so. It's very... I could see it playing at like Cannes, maybe.
The acting could... I don't know if it was bad on purpose or bad to be funny. Either way, it was hard to get through. Plus, it lags a little bit before like the kills start coming in, and Turkey's the best character. Maybe tied with Billy.
Yeah, he looks like squished Play-Doh with feathers stuck in it.
Yeah, because he's a practical effect. What was your favorite part of the movie, Michael?
The deaths.
Gobble, gobble, mother.
Anyone in particular stand out?
I like the sheriff's death, mostly because when the turkey took his face and put it on himself, and the other people didn't recognize him.
That's the start of characters just not giving a about when their family members or their loved ones died.
That's right. The main girl and the main guy in the movie, like as soon as they kill Turkey for the first time, they hook up and they don't even care in front of that nerdy kid on the floor.
Oh yeah, they start making out, and it's like a 2 minute, not 2 minutes, it's like a 1 minute long scene of just them making out while he sits on the couch, but it doesn't show them, it just slow zooms on the nerd just watching them.
Yeah. Alright, so what would you give this movie out of 10?
Am I allowed to give negative numbers? Either a 12th or... Yeah, 12.
A 12 for the star. What about you, Will?
I'd give it like maybe like an 8 out of 10. I'd rather watch this than like another Marvel movie. Like if I were to watch something silly, I'd rather watch this. So
Oof.
This is probably better than most Marvel movies.
Just so you know, he gave Black Panther a 6 out of 10, so he's saying Black Panther
exactly.
is worse than Thankskilling.
Yeah.
I give Thankskilling a 6 out of 10. While it is intentionally bad, there is some stuff like the acting that really like make it painful to watch. Like I didn't like sitting through it a second time. But if you're looking for a fun movie to watch this holiday season, watch Thankskilling. All right, thank you for sitting through this review, and happy Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna go pee now.
Thank you to John, Will, and Michael for that insightful discussion. So, what do you think about Thanksgiving? Like, what do you think about it?
I liked it. They did not like that I liked it.
For real?
They
Oh,
were
yeah.
mad. I probably shouldn't have made that Marvel comment.
Oh.
That was probably a bad idea.
Yeah, man. Black Panther, are you serious, man?
I'm not going to say anything.
That's a
I'm
classic.
not going to say anything.
That's a
here.
classic movie, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, my opinion on Thanksgiving, it was pretty terrible. Yeah, I must say. It was pretty bad, you know.
We'll agree to disagree. But, yeah, I don't know. Doing that podcast really opened my eyes. I think I want to start watching the second and third ones because they did make.
There's a second and third?
There are.
Who is paying them? Like, who's making the budget for these movies, man? Like, come on, man.
I don't know. It's almost as spooky as the movie itself.
Yeah, it's spooky and terrible.
Now we're going to be revisiting a very popular segment here on All That. We will be picking Thanksgiving-themed topics and then arguing for or against them.
But here's the catch. We only have 30 seconds to argue, and we don't know if we're for or against until we get the paper. So let's begin. I'll start it off.
All right.
Here we go. Apple pie. I am for apple pie all day long. I love apple pie. I love pie in general. Apple, blueberry, you name it, I love it, man. Like, pie is one of the greatest desserts out there. Pie, cake, brownies, it don't matter at all, man. Like, what do you think?
I hate apple pie, honestly. When people don't make it, then I just see no point in even getting it, honestly. Apples are just the worst fruit ever. I mean, it just...
Are we going to agree on something?
I don't think so. I don't know. Did we put that back in, or?
You know what, you're right.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right. All right. Paper I got was dinner.
All right.
I'm going to argue against dinner, okay? I'm sorry, but when you say dinner, obviously there's the meal, but if we're talking Thanksgiving, that means that we're talking whole family sitting at a table, eating dinner together. No. All right, you got your grandpa who's just spouting gibberish. I hate it. I don't know. What do you think about it?
I love family. I love dinner, man. We always sit down at the dinner table. It's always a good time with us. Always a good time.
All right.
All right.
Agree to disagree, but
here we go.
All right. New topic. Let's see. Dessert. All right. I'm going to argue against dessert. So the thing with dessert, why do you need it? Why do you need dessert? I feel like dessert, Thanksgiving is already a wonderful meal. You already are having a great time eating it. Why do you need to make things better? Why do you always have to go over the top? Just, relax. It makes dessert for the rest of the year just not even that good,
Dessert is supposed to top everything off. Like that's the reason why you eat all the stuff and then all the turkey and everything. Because then after that, you have some apple pie and some brownies and some cake waiting for you. Come on, man.
Then it's not even enjoyable because it's like you ate Thanksgiving and now you're almost full and then you have to go eat dessert and you're like, I'm excited for dessert, but then your stomach's too full and it's just miserable. You're trying to shovel it just because you want it. I don't know.
I can't with you, man. I can't.
All right, pick another one then.
Next one. Being thankful. I am for being thankful all day long. Yes, being very thankful. Just like we always say our thanks, before dinner and everything, come together and say the prayers. And even though it's supposed to be serious, it's our family. We all love each other and we always crack jokes and laugh. So we'll be praying and stuff like that. And we'll open one eye and we'll see somebody laughing or we'll crack a joke or say something and we start chuckling. Just being thankful for little things like that, they really mean a lot. They're little, but they're really big.
Right. Honestly, why do we even have this holiday? I don't understand it. Thanksgiving, nobody even agrees with it anyway. You see the stuff that goes on social media. Nobody cares about this holiday. And 50% of marriages now end in divorce? I'm sorry, but family is an illusion, okay? And being thankful, I'm not.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, man.
All right, we're picking another one. All right, we'll pick one more. Cornucopia. All right, I'm against cornucopias. What is a cornucopia? I have no clue.
I have no clue either.
You don't? Are we both against cornucopias?
Yes,
then?
I'm against it all the way.
I hate cornucopias. I hate them.
Okay.
All right. Well, now let's watch a segment where Turkey Day favorites meet their match in Spenser's food tier list.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm the cuisine critic, and today I'm going to be simply rating the regular Thanksgiving meal foods in a tier list, which is going to be going right here. Now, the first up on the list, it's the most common food that comes to mind when you think of Thanksgiving. I say the word Thanksgiving, first thing that pops in your mind, mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, it's fantastic. You throw some gravy on there, it's just amazing. It's a pinnacle part of the Thanksgiving meal. That's why it's going up in the A tier. I love mashed potatoes. I'm Irish. I can eat an entire meal of mashed potatoes. Probably eat an entire farm worth of potatoes and mashed potatoes. It's delicious, and it should be part of everything. You mix it in with the turkey and stuff. It's great. Next up on the list, we have, of course, turkey. Now, I actually have a bit of a uncommon opinion here. I'm not that big fan of turkey. I don't really like white meat that much, and the dark meat on turkey just is not good, really. It's nothing compared to chicken. Chicken's a much better meat in my opinion. Turkey's kind of overrated, if I say so. I'm only putting it at B tier. It's everyone thinks a turkey, and it's just there's only so many ways you can prepare it. It's B. It's a B tier food. I'm sorry. Pumpkin pie. Now it might be a little weird to do desserts in the middle of these, but the fact is that I really like pumpkin pie, and if I could, I would probably eat pumpkin pie with the rest of my dinner. It's that good. I don't even like pie, and what they've done with pumpkin pie is they have taken all the bad parts of pie, like the pie crust that's on top of it, they have to eat to get to like the good center, and they just got rid of it. They just took it away. They were like, what don't people like about pie? Oh, the top part? Let's get rid of that then. And then they just leave you with pumpkin pie, and it's fantastic, and it tastes like fall, and it's great. It's one of my favorite fall foods. Pumpkin pie is S tier. Cranberry sorbet. Now, I normally wouldn't even have included cranberry sorbet in this list, except that I wanted something to be in the F tier slot. So yeah, cranberry sorbet, I'm sorry. If you like this, you're an old person. I know it's a little offensive, but it's true. Nobody actually likes cranberry sorbet. Nobody does. People say they'll try it, and then they take a bite, and then they're like, crap, I have to finish it so that I'm not rude. No one actually enjoys it. The only reason people eat cranberry sorbet is because they don't want to admit that they didn't like it in the first place. Stuffing. Stuffing is so good. It's great. You just stuff it right up the turkey. It's a starch, but it feels like it's so much more. It's fantastic. I love stuffing. Stuffing is A tier. Alright, now, I just put vegetables down, assorted vegetables, because pretty much you'll just have them all. Carrots, green beans, peas, I don't know. It's just whatever vegetables you feel like having, or whoever makes whatever they got in the freezer, they warm them up, or I don't know, maybe you get them fresh. Who knows? It's just vegetables in general. I mean, they're good for you. I mean, I'm kind of partial to, like, some vegetables, so I mean, I'm not putting it F tier. It's no cranberry sorbet, but it's definitely D tier. I mean, I don't think anyone eats vegetables because they like vegetables. People eat vegetables because it's healthy for you, and they're like, oh, I gotta eat vegetables to be healthy, and they're, like, good about it. Like, no one's, like, waking up at 3 in the morning craving, like, a freaking carrot. Sweet potatoes, I don't know. I just don't like sweet potatoes. I know a lot of people like sweet potatoes. It's just not really my thing. I'll just eat a regular potato. Regular potatoes are so good, why would you then ruin it by eating a sweet potato? I know some people do like them, so I feel like it's just kind of unfair of me to hate on them a little bit, so I'll give them a C tier. Lastly, Mountain Dew. Say what you will, I consider Mountain Dew a Thanksgiving meal. I've had Mountain Dew for like the past 5 or 6 Thanksgivings I've been at, so I mean, that makes it registered Thanksgiving food in my book. Mountain Dew, straight up S tier. I mean, how could you not? It gives you a caffeine boost, it tastes delicious, it doesn't have any weird aftertastes, it's great. I'd say it's the best in general ever, just out of anything, but I know not everyone is as big of Mountain Dew fans as I am, so I'll just limit it as the best energy drink for now. We can go from there later. But yeah, Mountain Dew, S tier. Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Cuisine Critic, ranking the Thanksgiving foods in a tier list.
I'm not sure how I feel about the Mountain Dew drink. What do you think?
Yeah, I was never really a big fan of Mountain Dew. All I need is some Sprite, or like some orange soda or something like that. Just set the night off perfect, man. Like Hawaiian Punch.
Yes.
Hawaiian Punch when it's cold. And you don't even need no ice or nothing. It's just gotta be refrigerated and cold. Oh my God. It's like heaven, man. Forget Mountain Dew. I don't know what he's talking about. You don't need no Mountain Dew.
No, especially not on Thanksgiving. You know, with Hawaiian Punch, I completely agree with you. I love getting the tub. It has that handle on it.
Yes,
just getting it and just.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, we can agree on something, right?
Yeah.
We can agree on
right,
something.
there we go.
All right.
Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
And that's all we have for this episode of Our That. Thank you for Luanis, our wonderful crew here, and to all the viewers at home for SCSUTV. I'm Gary Robertson Jr.
And I'm Will Spenser. Make sure to follow us on social media at SCSUTV and subscribe to us on YouTube. Any comments, questions, or just want to say hi? Email us at southernctv@gmail.com. And from all of us at SCSUTV, see you next time.
I just wanna bossy where my baby at. So I don't wake up wonder where my baby at.